couple of months ago, you had a beautiful YouTube clip of a reading of Ashtavakra Gita. There was a passage in it that caught my eye, and I wanted to see if you can add some more insights to it. It goes along the lines of, I am not the knower, nor the known, nor the knowing. And it is easy to understand I'm not the known, but I always thought knower is the being.
Okay, so in this case, Ashtavakra is referring to the duality of the knower and the known, and the activity of knowing that joins them. I perceive the tree. The I is the separate knower, the separate subject. The tree is the separate object. And perceiving or knowing is the activity that joins the two. Mary falls asleep in Burlingame. She dreams she's Jane on the streets of Oxford. She sees a tree on the streets, on the side of the road in Oxford. And Jane thinks, I, Jane, perceive the tree. She conceives herself as a separate subject of experience. She conceives the tree as a separate object of experience. And she imagines that perceiving is the activity that joins these two, the subject and object, together. Of course, when Mary wakes up, she realized that she was none of these finite objects or activities. So it is from that perspective that Mary says, I am not Jane, I'm not the perceiving, I'm not the tree. What I essentially am is not a separate self, an activity of perceiving or an object called a tree. On another occasion, Ashtavakra could have said, I am all of that.
Okay. Yeah, it's just that the rest of the passages seem so insightful. Suddenly that duality seems a little... I was just curious if there is more to it than what comes out there being a subject-object relationship.
Sorry, I haven't understood your question.
Yeah, the rest of the passages seem so insightful and, very experiential.
Yes.
And, this one seems a little off-putting that it is a subject-object kind of a relationship.
But he's saying he's not the separate subject and object.
But I was just curious if there is more insight to it where, we talk about knower is actually the being.
We talk about, yes, so when Ashtavakra talks about I'm not the knower, he means I'm not Jane. Mm-hmm. I'm not the separate knower. I'm not the finite mind. Mm-hmm. We tend to use the word knower here with a capital K to refer to Mary. But when he's saying I'm not the knower, I'm not the known, and I'm not the knowing, he's referring to the duality or the triality between the subject, the object, and the knowing that links them together. He's not talking about infinite consciousness. He's talking about the finite mind. When he talks about the knower, he's talking about the finite mind. Knower with a small k, Jane. When we talk about knowing, we tend to only use the word knowing in reference to Mary with a capital K, infinite consciousness. Well, I think Ashtavakra would agree with that.
Yeah. Thank you.